What do you like about living on a farm?
Jumping in the hay and eating blueberries. Cookies. Catching chickens and throwing them in a pen. Climbing trees. Running away from sprinklers. Getting popsicles when it's rainy. Getting popsicles when it's hot. Gosh, I like the baby cow. Baby cow. Because I like to pat it. And when it grows up, I'll not like it. Because I only like to pat baby cows.
Growing up, I had cats, fish, and parakeets, and we lived on a 3-acre lot and helped my dad with his garden and fruit trees. My dad is an avid gardener. I never imagined that as an adult I'd move to a property with 10 acres, get chickens, which are a lot like oversized parakeets, and then cows, an entirely different adventure of which I have no comparison from my previous life experiences. I grew up hearing all sorts of stories from my Grandpa Merrill about their farm in Cache Valley. Grandpa told about the time when he and his friends were playing in the loft of the barn, which also served as the chicken coop roof, and one of his friends fell into the coop and startled the chickens so bad they stopped laying and began molting. My chickens are not as many, nor as functional or uniform as my grandparents in their childhood. I tend to collect different breeds. Cows are the largest addition to our family farm. As a large animal, boy can they eat. We decided to hay part of our property ourselves instead of buying all of our hay. Simon is so handy and can fix or fabricate what seems like anything he sets his mind to. He got an old sickle mower running, and we found a reasonably priced hay rake in good repair, and we harvested our first ton of hay by loading the truck by pitchfork and unloading tarps filled with hay into the barn. David's job.
Push down the hay.
Embarking on our first full hay season, we decided to repair the old trolley in our barn. We brought in about 4 tons of hay, with a few hiccups as we learned to use the trolley properly with the hay fork and hay slings we made. During this time, my grandmother began periodically recounting stories to me, and I discovered that she helped put up hay in much the same way as we did. When she first saw our farmall, she said, "I used to drive a red farmall tractor to put the derrick full of hay into the barn." When I asked her about their hay trolley, she said, "I don't know how my dad set his up. It was operable long before I became involved." I do know what you lifted into your barn was much larger than what his hay fork lifted. I did enjoy riding Old Rainy up and back with appropriate start and stops from Dad's shrill whistle. Driving the red farmall tractor, I didn't have to turn it around like the horse. I just backed up. She didn't recall exactly how much hay they put up for their family cow. Without any conscious, deliberative effort, I was returning to my roots, and not many generations back, but my own grandparents. We continue finding ways to make our farm work better. This year we added an old hay loader, which dramatically increases our efficiency and pickup time. As a child, I always longed to jump into the hay, piled high, in the barn of Grandpa's stories. Now my kids get to enjoy that same experience. Every time they jump into the hay, I am reminded of my roots.